8-85 says Melvin still had another idea. Why not just let x equal -4 plus or minus I and work backwards? Would this idea work? Okay, so we're kind of stepping aside, or we've already solved this x equals -4 plus or minus I, right? We said that our function that we came up with for that one would have been y equals x squared plus 8x plus 17. Okay, so we already know the answer there. Let's y equals x squared plus 8x plus 17. We already found that, okay? But we're going to show you that this is like a second method, or maybe even a third method that you could use for coming up with the equations. So we're just going to use the idea of working backwards. So we're going to set our root, we're going to let it equal x, let x equal -4 plus or minus I. So the first thing, let's go ahead and let's get our real numbers on the same side. I'm going to add 4 to each side. I'm going to just move my real number back over, but I'm not going to move the imaginary number. So I've got x plus 4 is equal to positive or negative I. I'm doing them both at the same time. Now I like to isolate my I because I think this makes the process easier. So if I want to get rid of an I, right, I know that I squared is -1. So I can take this, if I want to get rid of my imaginary number, I know I can square it and it's going to get rid of it. But I can't just square one side of the equation, I have to square the other side. As we look to do that, x plus 4 quantity squared is going to be x squared plus 8x plus 16. And whether I have a positive or a negative I, right, when I square them, what should I get? Think about this. Positive I squared would be like positive I times positive I, be I squared, right? And I squared we know equals -1. Or if I have a negative I and I square it, negative times negative is positive, and then I times I is I squared. So I get the same thing regardless. This equals -1. Now all I need to do is take it and add my 1 back across, and you'll see that I end up with x squared plus 8x plus 17, right? That equals 0, which is where we're trying to get, right? So this is like a second method. It's working backwards. Okay, so if you like that method, feel free to use that method. In the next problem, we're going to kind of put everything together. We're going to look at which methods we should use.